and welcome to today's session. Today we are going to talk about how different audiences, specifically urban and rural consumers, respond to different advertisements. It's fascinating how marketing strategies can vary so drastically between these two segments. The case study we will focus on today is I Was a Sari, a social enterprise that recycles pre-loved saris into fashionable garments. It's a brilliant initiative with a strong ethical mission. But the brand faced significant challenges when it tried to appeal to both rural and urban markets. So, in this session, we will break down those challenges, how they were overcome and what brands can learn from this unique journey of I Was a Sari. So, let us get started by first understanding the distinct consumer behavior which is there in rural and urban markets and how this can affect advertising strategies. So, let us look into the specifics of I Was a Sari, looking at their approach, the problems they encountered and the strategies they employed to target both types of consumers. So, in the next section, we will try to understand rural-urban divide in consumer behavior. So, for that, before starting into I Was a Sari case, let us quickly review the key differences between rural and urban consumers. These differences are central to understanding why marketing strategies need to be tailored for different audiences. So, let us first talk about income and spending power of these segments. Urban consumers generally have more disposable income which allows them to make purchases based on their lifestyle aspirations. In contrast, rural consumers tend to be more price sensitive. Their purchasing decisions are often based on affordability and practical use rather than brand value or ethical considerations. So, now consider cultural influences. Urban consumers are exposed to global trends through social media, digital platforms and mainstream media. They are used to making decisions based on advertisements which they see online or endorsements from influencers. Rural consumers, however, rely more on community trust and word of mouth recommendations. Their decisions are driven by what they hear from family, friends and community leaders, making personal connections far more significant in influencing rural purchasing behavior. Another big factor is access to technology. Urban consumers are always online, interacting with brands on social media, shopping through e-commerce platforms and engaging with digital content. Rural consumers, while increasingly getting connected, often have limited access to the internet and then they rely more on traditional forms of media such as radio, TV or in-person events of this. So, these differences are crucial when designing advertising campaigns. Now, let us move on to how I Was a Sari adapted its approach to navigate this complex landscape. So, let me introduce you to I Was a Sari. This Mumbai-based social enterprise focuses on transforming pre-loved saris into beautiful fashion items from garments to accessories. But what makes this brand special is not just its commitment to sustainability, but it's their mission to empower rural artisans by providing them with a source of income through this upcycling process. Initially, I Was a Sari found great success in urban markets. Urban consumers were drawn to the brand's sustainability story, its focus on ethical fashion, and the unique craftsmanship behind every piece. But when the brand tried to expand into rural areas, they encountered several challenges. Now, rural and urban consumers responded quite differently to the brand's products and advertisements. And today, we will explore exactly what went wrong and more importantly, how I Was a Sari adapted to overcome all these hurdles. So, let us start with the first major challenge, consumer perception. Urban consumers understood what I Was a Sari stood for. They were familiar with the concepts of upcycling and sustainable fashion. For them, these products were unique, fashionable, and aligned with their values of sustainability and conscious consumerism. Urban buyers loved the idea that their purchase was not just a product, it was a statement. The brand's ethical mission gave them something to feel good about, especially with sustainability becoming a growing trend in urban fashion circles. It was not just a sari, it was a story of environmental responsibility and artisan empowerment. So, now let us contrast that with rural consumers. Many rural buyers did not understand the concept of upcycling or why it should matter to them. To them, a product made from pre-loved saris was not innovative. It was perceived as second hand. They saw upcycled products as old or inferior in quality, and they could not justify paying more for something they felt was not as new as other options which are available in the market for lesser price. This led to a major perception gap. While urban consumers saw value in sustainability and ethical production, rural consumers valued durability, functionality and affordability. And here lies the challenge that I Was a Sari faced. How to communicate the value of their product to rural consumers who simply did not share the same world view. And this brings us to the next hurdle, pricing. Urban consumers with their higher disposable incomes were more than willing to pay a premium for ethical fashion. They were happy to spend a little extra to support a brand that aligned with their value system. But rural consumer facing different economic realities could not justify paying more for a product which is made up from upcycled materials. For them, price was a significant barrier. They were not looking for luxury or exclusivity. They wanted something which is affordable and practical. This posed a serious challenge for the brand, which was positioned as a premium product. So, how could I Was a Sari reframe its pricing strategy to cater to both the markets, urban as well as rural? Now, in the next section, let us see strategies for urban and rural market. To address all these challenges, I Was a Sari has to adopt two very different strategies, one for urban market and one for rural markets. Let us start by looking at their approach to urban consumers. For the urban audience, I Was a Sari leaned heavily into digital marketing. Their campaigns were centered on digital storytelling, which was key to connecting with urban consumers. The brand's Instagram and Facebook accounts were full of stories about the artisans who crafted the products, the upcycling process, and the sustainability behind every piece which is coming from I Was a Sari. This digital storytelling allowed urban consumers to see their purchase not just as a fashion choice but as a meaningful contribution to sustainability and artisan empowerment. The brand also collaborated with fashion influencers and sustainability advocates to amplify this message, reaching a broader audience of eco-conscious buyers. Another key part of their strategy was creating a sense of exclusivity. They launched limited edition collections and partnered with high-end stores. This helped position the brand as a premium choice for urban consumers who were looking for something unique, something they could feel good about when they are wearing it. So, now the strategy for rural consumer was quite different. Digital marketing was not effective in rural areas due to limited internet access and lower social media engagement. So, I Was a Sari had to focus on ground engagement for rural customers. They organized workshops and awareness programs in rural communities where they could educate consumers about the concept of upcycling and show them the quality and craftsmanship which is behind their products. Education was a crucial thing in rural market. The brand needed to explain to rural consumers why these products were valuable, not just because they were sustainable, but also because they were high quality, durable and made with extra care. Partnering with local NGOs and community leaders helped the brand build trust, which is a key factor in any rural purchase decision making process. So, in essence, I Was a Sari had to shift its rural strategy from selling a product to selling a story, one that resonated with rural consumers' value of practicality, trust and community. And over time, as these efforts gained traction, rural consumers began to see the value in the brand's offering. Now, let us see the results which has come out because of I Was a Sari initiatives. We will see few consumer reaction and what sales growth they are able to bring because of all this strategy. So, let us take a look at the results. How these two distinct strategies have impacted sales and consumer engagement. In urban markets, the brand saw a steady increase in online sales. Digital campaigns, influencer collaborations and exclusive collections helped I Was a Sari build a loyal customer base. Urban consumers were engaging with the brand online, sharing their purchases on social media and spreading the word to like-minded friends. For rural markets, the growth was bit slower, but also positive. At first, it was a challenge to get rural consumers to understand and appreciate the value of upcycled product. But through continuous education and trust building efforts, I Was a Sari began to see a shift in consumer perception. Over time, rural consumers became more open to the idea of upcycling, especially as they saw the quality of the products firsthand and heard positive feedback from trusted community members and trusted community leaders. Trust played a critical role here in rural markets. Partnering with NGOs and local leaders helped the brand establish credibility in rural communities and word of mouth recommendations helped driving sales. By focusing on trust and education, I Was a Sari was able to slowly but surely penetrate the rural market. Now let's see some lesson which we can learn from I Was a Sari and what are the future opportunities for other businesses who can take these lessons from this business. So what can we take away from the I Was a Sari experience? First, understanding your audience is crucial. Urban consumers are driven by aspirational and ethical messaging. They respond well to digital marketing, influencer collaborations, and exclusive collections. Rural consumers, on the other hand, need a more hands-on approach. Trust, affordability, and practicality are far more important in case of rural segments. The second big takeaway is that tailored marketing is essential, which means you cannot use a one-size-fits-all approach when marketing to two different consumer segments. The messaging, pricing, and even the distribution channels need to be adapted to fit the specific needs and behavior of each of the market segment. And finally, there are still huge opportunities for brands like I Was a Sari. As internet access improves in rural areas, digital marketing could play a larger role in reaching rural consumers. Additionally, by expanding their product range to include more affordable options, the brand could appeal to even more rural buyers without compromising their sustainability mission. So, in the end, to conclude, the case of I Was a Sari highlights the importance of being adaptable, understanding your audience, and building strong connections with consumers, whether they are in bustling city or quiet villages. So, in the closing part, to conclude this, what we can see is I Was a Sari was a case to make us understand that how advertisement can be differently seen by urban as well as rural consumer base. So that's all for today's session. Thank you for joining me. I hope this case study has given you valuable insights into how brands can navigate the complex dynamics of rural and urban markets. It's clear that no matter the target audience, effective advertising requires more than just a great product. It needs a deep understanding of consumer behavior, tailored messaging, and trust building. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining.